One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, one of the top teams in this conference, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Along that offensive line, that'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's go, right. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder. Haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
The Seminoles will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks one deep. He's got it up to 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This is an offense that wants to take shots in the pass game. That time they went play action, and they were throwing the go route. That's one-on-one. Who's faster? The receiver gets in behind the defender. He is able to make the catch and take it in for the score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a 64-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback adapting. Now he's looking into the middle. He's got it! And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick completion on the out. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. We're going to make it that easy for us.
In its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Finding an escape route. And is slipped out. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You've got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
They'll leave it with him. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Well, they're able to complete the hitch throw against man coverage, and hey, quarterback's got to be able to get it to him quickly because he knows that defender is going to be driving on the ball. So really nice job not hesitating, getting it to him, and then he gets what he can get after the catch.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Noles are in the hurry-up. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. He goes out of bounds. He's a few yards short, and they'll have to turn the football over. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Grimes. There he goes. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Gets it out fast. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Better find the influx. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Obviously, third downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the first down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. That's caught. It's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few.
What an ideal world. You'd obviously love to have clean pockets to throw from. That time, though, the defense was able to get home big. They put a lick on the QB.
That is your ideal world. Yes, from your quarterback stance, but we got to do something to make him feel uncomfortable, hit him, because it's amazing how much you do this. You hit him in the pocket, and you...
He's loose. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Defense in press coverage. He's got it on the run. Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, NC State.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Off play action on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Touchdown, Wolfpack! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
NC State. Number 5. Ballback in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And they tacked on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The play-action fake. Looking left. It's caught downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup at the first down. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warrick.
Yeah, finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
The Seminoles trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Scanning the field, it's Castellanos. Quick strike complete. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's going to fire deep. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll try the run. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Makes the grab. It smothers. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense failed to convert on fourth down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. Makes the grab past the marker. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. The 20. He's at the 10. Waltzes into the end zone, but he might be dancing the other way. There's a flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. This defense will try to keep everything in front. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just right.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. He does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. That's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
To the air on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Fires left. Complete downfield. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Snagged in the middle. It's Anderson. Touchdown, NC State! A great catch and run for 6.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. 2 minutes. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Ooh, and they almost had another one, and this defense is dialed in, man. The interception on the last possession, almost another one there. They've got a really good read on this passing game.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. To throw, it's Castellanos. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. First play of the drive wants to throw. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Grabbed over the middle, it's Rodgers. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. Grabbed in the middle, it's Pittman. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Got a man. It's Grimes. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, they're after him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the misconnection on third down.
Tie game here early in the second half, and offensively you're hoping to get something going, but after that incompletion, it kind of kills all of your momentum. This quarterback is really going to have to lock in here for the rest of this game if they're going to win.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. This drive from their own 42-yard line. To the air, it's Castellanos. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. It's almost incomprehensible to think the Noles failed to break 17 points 10 times a season ago. That's a year after being prolific, Jesse. So what are the keys to regaining some form?
Now, Reese, I think it's the quarterback position. I think this team was spoiled in a lot of ways when they had Jordan Travis. And they obviously had so much NFL talent surrounding him, but they had a leader. They had a guy that everybody could look at when times got tough and believe in. Someone has got to be able to establish themselves at the quarterback position for this team to get back to its winning ways.
Off-play action. They get to him as he throws.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
The Noles come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They decide against trying the 52-yard field goal. Instead, the offense trying to convert a fourth and short. And the Seminoles get enough for the first down. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Well, there you're seeing the mentality of this head coach in the game, going for it on fourth down. A lot of guys would have tried to kick a field goal, but I think this guy knows, hey, we're not going to win this game putting threes up on the board. We need touchdowns. Nice attitude.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Quickly out to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that foot.
Touchdown, Florida State! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. Turning on the Jets. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Tight end finds a soft spot. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Wants to fire on second down. It's complete. Knocked down for the tackle.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Quickly complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. NC State going up tempo. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell they're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They'll try to convert on fourth and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. And the Seminoles have a lot of options on second and inches.
That's the end of the third quarter. Florida State
Seminoles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they knock him down, but he got past the line of the game.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Lucas. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Noles. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. Going right to work up top. Lost, the defense is wide open. He's loose down the left side. He's at the... And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolfpack! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. It's a running room. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the Noles want to crank the tempo.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you...
Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
Well, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play getting the tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the tight end. Turns it on in midfield. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. To the air on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the 4th quarter. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw. It's Castellanos. Working that left side now. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Rushes on him. And as he throws, on target to the left. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 4.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Seminoles. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there and get me one more.
They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 29 over Georgia Southern. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got out of trouble and throws. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down manageable to give yourself an opportunity to keep pushing the ball down the field and give yourselves a shot to win.
Got a man. It's Grimes. There he goes. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Intercepted for the 11th time this season.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. They're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Power football with the run. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ears still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.